Welcome to the Jurassic period, the late Jurassic period, in North America. Let's dive in. This is one of the most mightiest herbivores in the Jurassic, the Stegosaurus. This magnificent creature had plates along its back, ending in four sharp spikes in the end of its tail. These herbivores can take on the mightiest predators. Oh, look at this little fella. This is a Dryosaurus, one of the most common herbivores in the Jurassic period. It lived during the late Jurassic, feeding on vegetation and plants that it can get its teeth on. It's also a fast runner, so it can outrun most predators. Here's the biggest creature in this ecosystem, the Brachiosaurus. Such an icon, to say the least. This is one of the most popular dinosaurs in the Jurassic period, and one of the biggest too. These majestic herbivores spend their time munching on trees and vegetation they can get to, using their long necks. Their size also helps them defend against fierce predators. Speaking of predators, here's one of the most fierce predators in the Jurassic ecosystem, the Allosaurus. It was the apex of the Jurassic period, and it's easily recognized by the crest on the top of its head. Allosaurus would use its jaws and claws to hunt prey. There has been a theory back in the day where they mentioned that the Allosaurus would use its jaws like a hatchet and bleed out its prey. But then soon that theory would be debunked, soon enough. But there's also another predator in this ecosystem. A whole pack, to say the least. This is the Ceratosaurus. It is a lesser known species from the Allosaurus, but you can also instantly recognize it by the horns on its face. There's two males and one female in this pack. They don't go hunting the same prey as the Allosaurus, as they're too difficult. They mostly prey on smaller creatures on prey, for example the Dryosaurus. But sometimes, dinosaurs and animals aren't all about just hunting and killing each other. They can also learn to coexist. These are just animals that like survival. But unfortunately, the coexistence doesn't last for long. This specific Allosaurus has been starving for days, so this Dryosaurus will do for now. The Brachiosaurus might be the biggest, but this one is the longest. the Diplodocus. This majestic herbivore was one of the longest creatures in the Jurassic period, along with its long neck and also the really long tail. That suggests that it might have used it for defense or simply to attract mates. Diplodocus also has bigger hind legs than the front, which suggests that this magnificent creature was able to stand on its hind legs to get into tall vegetation it can't reach. But unfortunately, the size isn't everything. Being big could also mean that you're a great food source for meat eaters. The Allosaurus can't take the Diplodocus head on, so instead, it depends on the bleed to get it done. Sadly, the Diplodocus, after a few hours, has finally surrendered to its wounds. This might be a devastating thing for it, and for the other Diplodocus. But not everything is bad. This corpse will be able to feed a lot of carnivores in the future, like the Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus, to continue the cycle of life. But the carnivores aren't the only thing that can fight. Herbivores fight too, like the highly aggressive Stegosaurus. These two males are fighting for mates. Stegosaurus fight mostly for vegetation or to attract mates. This male has been deeply injured. But most fights with herbivores, almost all of them don't end in death. They almost all end with either one of them surrendering. Life in the late Jurassic was definitely a hard task. But these magnificent creatures were able to evolve and thrive in this harsh ecosystem. I hope you all enjoyed this video and the documentary of these magnificent creatures. Would you like more? Say in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and like, or the Allosaurus will get you. For now, let's just let these magnificent creatures live their lives and end this video here. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.